Hello, in this video we're going to talk about Plickers. Plickers is a student response system for your classroom. It is very low tech and it's free. The first thing you do when you get onto the Plickers website is you will want to sign up or create an account. You do this up in this corner, it should say sign up. Once you've signed up with your name, your email address, and a password, it'll bring you back to this screen. And the first thing you'll want to do is create your class. So you can do that by coming up to the top and clicking Classes. When you get here, it will have just a demo class which you could use, or you could just create a new class by clicking this button here. If you click this button, you can give your class a name, assign the grade level for the class, the subject you're teaching, and you can assign the class a color. I am going to show you my demo class. Once you've created your class and you click on it, it'll bring you to this page here, and this is where you can add your students. You can add students one of two ways. You can type in their names here, and they'll each pop up there, or you can click Add Roster, and you can copy and paste your roster in this box here, and it'll add each student for you. When you've added a student, they will be assigned a number. This number will associate with a card that will be their response system or response method for the quizzes that you make. After you've added all of your students and they've all been assigned a card, there are 63 available cards. You can have 63 students in a class. You can go up and go to your library. This is where you can create your questions and add your questions. To add a new question, you click the pink button, and then you can type out your question, and you can either have multiple choice or true and false questions. Once you have created your question and your answers, you choose a correct answer, and then if it's your only question that you want to make, you can just hit save. But if you want to keep adding more questions, you can hit save and create new, and this is where you can create another question. I have created 3 questions already. If you have more than one class, your classes show up over here, you can click the question, and then where it says add to queue, you can click which class you want to add it to. So I added this question to my demo class. And then this question here already has a pink dot next to it, which means it has already been added to my math class. Once you have added all of your questions to your classes that you want, you can go to the app on your iPad. Now, for Plickers to work, you have to have an iPad or a tablet that has the Plickers app with it. This works on Apple devices or Android devices as long as you have the app. Once you get the app up, you just have to sign in with the same information used to sign in on this website, and it will look very similar to this here in your classes view, and that's how you kind of run your quizzes for the class. Now, for the students to respond to these questions, normally they would have a little device that looks kind of like a little calculator maybe, that they would just select their answers. But this way, for Plickers, you want to go up to Cards. Up here, you click Cards, and these little symbols, they look kind of like QR codes. They are special symbols that are assigned for each student. To get the set of cards, you can click Standard Plickers Card Set, and it will come up with a 20-page document that has all of these symbols for your students to use to respond to your questions. Now, each symbol is different, and if you notice on this screen, this symbol here has ones in every corner, which means it is assigned to the student who is assigned card 1. And how these work are when a student reads the question and they want to answer it, they will put whatever letter they think is the answer facing forward. So if this student held up this card right now, they would be selecting answer B. And how this works is when all the students have their answers selected, you will hold your iPad up, you'll scan the classroom, and as you scan the classroom with the iPad will pick up all of the students' symbols, and it will grade their answers for you. It's very simple. Once you see on the iPad what's happening, it will grade it instantly for you, and it will grade it for the students. Now, what it looks like for the students, if you go to live view, and once you have selected the question that you want to be asked, you will click it on your iPad, and it will come up on the screen like this. Now, you can hide your students' responses by clicking Hide Panel, so not everyone can see what everyone's answering. You can make the question full screen. You can make the font bigger, so if students in the back can see, you can make it smaller, just so your students can see it. And as your students answer, it will pop up here whether they got it right or wrong. And then once everyone's done, you can reveal the answer to them, and it'll show which one is correct. Then you can go to Reports. Once everyone's done answering the question, you can go to Reports, and you can view the results of the quizzes. And if you click on the individual question, it will bring up your individual student responses for that question. Now, Plickers is free. You can use it. All you have to do is print out the cards and download the app on your iPad. You can use Plickers for maybe a short pop quiz, for an exit ticket, entrance ticket, something like that, a formative assessment. You can laminate the cards, and they can be kept for multiple classes for multiple years as you go throughout your classes. And you can use, like I said, you can use an Apple iPad or you can use an Android tablet. The app is there for both devices. So if you like Plickers, just go to the website and enjoy.